Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Dominic. Today guys, we have a new video about Summoner's War. Today we're gonna have a look at the best counters for Dominic, the Wind Weapon Master. He got a nerf on the last balance patch. I don't see him every single game anymore, but I do see him a lot still, and he's still a really good unit. He changed a little bit. He doesn't do damage based on the fact of the HP lowering. So before it was the lower HP the more damage you would do. That condition is no longer, so he does need attack now, so it's a little bit harder to build, or you know, you need to give up some HP for attack. I feel like that the nerf was okay, was pretty decent, but he's still really strong. So yeah, we're gonna talk about his counters. I don't have Dominic, guys. I'm sorry, I never have the units. I'm telling you the counters about, but what can we do? What can we do? I'm gonna tell you how to build them, and we're gonna talk about the counters. I'm gonna mention a few counters that I think actually are really good against Dominic. Guys, before getting to the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's free and support the channel a whole lot, guys. So if you can, please hit the sub button. It really helps. Alright, Dominic, Weapon Master. We all know what he does. He does a lot of damage. He's a really good unit. He just does so much damage. The fact that he doesn't do more damage if the HP get lower now, though, it means that you actually need to give him attack, because before you could go speed HP, it would do an insane amount of damage anyway. Now though, you need to give him attack, otherwise it's not going to do as much damage. So people need to give up some HP for attack. That means the Dominics are a bit squishier than they used to be. Otherwise, again, they're not going to do as much damage as they used to do. Still pretty good damage. Ideally, you want to take care of Dominic before he even takes a turn. It's not super easy, it's not super difficult, again, because of the passive nerf. But I'm going to give you a few options on how to try and do that. So I'm going to start with a unit that I don't use much, but I think is a really good counter to Dominic. Usually Dominic is on Violent Will, and if you want to build Dominic, you should go speed HP attack, speed HP, speed attack HP, focus on these 3 stats anyway, and then try to get some defense as well. But those are the 4 stats you need on Dominic anyway. Daphnis, and he usually is Violent Will, sometimes it's Violent Nemesis. Violent Nemesis obviously don't use Daphnis for a Violent Nemesis Dominic, but you cannot know. So it's still, like, I would say most of the time, 90% of the time, Dominic is on Will. So Daphnis is a really good counter. Masha throughout the game is a really good counter to Dominic. Daphnis, my one is on Swift Focus. You can go double Nemesis Will, although if you go double Nemesis Will and the opponent or the Dominic's team don't attack Daphnis and they move first and Dominic hit Daphnis, Daphnis gonna die. I don't know, I don't like him on double Nemesis Will. I would say Swift Focus, Swift whatever, you know. But yeah, Daphnis, basically you try to go first. Daphnis hopefully strips defense break and one-shot the Dominic. I find him really good against Dominic. He's pretty decent against other units as well, but I think against Dominic is really good. So I think Daphnis is a really good counter. You obviously want high accuracy. Another unit that I use a lot and it works very well against Dominic is Molong. As I said, you want to get rid of Dominic like as soon as possible, and if you're using Molong, and he usually moves one of the last unit in the whole team, so you can just do some cheap damage on Dominic and then Molong is gonna one-shot it. If you don't kill the Dominic, it means that your Molong is gonna die to Dominic. Is gonna heal a little bit, so make sure you do 30% HP as damage on Dominic with your other units, and then Molong is gonna finish it off. I think Molong again is a really good counter to Dominic, but you need to be careful. Molong is speed HP, you can go Violent, you can go Vampire. It needs to be on Will, in my opinion, and the artifacts can be either additional damage by stats or additional damage on elements. So additional damage on wind, additional damage on water, on fire, and so on. They work really well as well. I think I like more additional damage by stats, but overall they work both pretty well. If you go on vampire, it means that even if you, let's say Dominic has minus damage from water, you don't kill the Dominic. If Molong is a vampire, he's probably gonna not take that much damage, and he might survive Dominic hits, although if Dominic procs, he's definitely gonna die. But overall, you want a team that go first, and like Molong gonna get rid of Dominic, or Daphne's gonna get rid of Dominic. Other units that are pretty good against Dominic, obviously Masha, maybe not on the first turn, because maybe Dominic has immunity, although you can still strip the Dominic, and then Masha's skill 2 can take care of the Dominic. There is other units that you can use against Dominic, and they're all like ignore defense units. Now, usually Dominic is paired up with Nana. I see that a lot. So you might need to kill him twice. It's not super, I mean, it's not easy, but it's not super hard, because as we said before, he usually is squishier than you used to be. He's not 40k HP anymore, so you might be able to kill him twice. And for that, actually, I use Tableau a lot anyway, but against Nana Dominic, Tableau is actually really good. So you can use 1, 2, Molon, Daphne's, other units like Miles, they ignore defense. Miles is not gonna glance, or even if he glances on Dominic, he's gonna do the same amount of damage anyway. So units that have fixed damage, and then you're gonna be able to kill him once, Tableau skill free, and then you're gonna kill him again. But overall, I feel like Masha is a really good counter to Dominic. Molong is insane, in my opinion. This guy is really good. If the opponent don't have immunity, you can go Thesarion. Thesarion is really good. Icarus is really good. Overall, guys, I'm not going to mention too many units, because I think, in my opinion at least, you need units that can get rid of the Dominic like real quick. The problem is, if the Dominic doesn't get killed, or doesn't get killed twice because the Nana is there, if he takes a turn and he procs, it's going to delete one of your units. So it's probably going to kill one of your damage dealer. It's going to be harder for you to actually get rid of Dominic after that. Other units that can actually deal with Dominic, and they don't kill him straight away, but like Vusa can protect your team with a shield. Sekhmet or any attack breaker are not bad against Dominic. Now, the glancing debuff on Dominic is not going to do that much. It's fixed damage, so it's not going to do that much. Dominic doesn't glance, it's going to do the same amount of damage. It doesn't matter. But attack break is actually gonna do a pretty good job against Dominic. So Sekhmet, Basta is gonna be hard to land the attack break because he's wind. Sekhmet a lot better. Arthur could work, but overall I feel like Molong, because Dominic's team are usually Bruiser's team, and they can go with Riley, Nana, Dominic, and so on. So you do need units that do a lot of damage. Otherwise, if Nana defense break one of your team, your units in your team, the Dominic is gonna one-shot that unit. If he gets attack buff, he's gonna one-shot something. So you wanna kill him as soon as possible. Again, Daphne's, if he's on Will, is pretty good. Masha, if he's on Nemesis, is really good. Again, you're not gonna know if they're Nemesis or Will, but most of the time is Will, so Daphne is pretty good. Molong is pretty good. Bolverk, first turn is really good, because usually opponent have a lot of immunity, you have immunity, you have shield, you get 5 stacks, so Molong, Bolverk are gonna kill the Dominic. And then, you know, Bolverk is gonna get weaker, but he's gonna get his own stacks with the passive now, so he's still gonna get around 3 stacks real quick. But I think those are the ones, guys. Overall, if you have Oberon, yeah, Oberon deals with Dominic really well. But overall, if you see a Dominic, you wanna kill it straight away. You can go Bruiser, and I've seen a lot of Dominic's team without speed lead. So if you get a speed lead, your whole team is gonna go before the opponent's team, unless you're pretty slow, but you should be going before your opponent's team, and you can kill the Dominic with 4 units. If you have a Tableau, same thing, you go again actually, and if they have Nana, you still might be okay. So I think, guys, if you have a Dominic against you, either if you can't kill him straight away and you go in bruiser, you might want to ban it. If you don't ban it, make sure you kill it as soon as possible. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for the video. Icarus worked really well against Dominic as well. I prefer Moron though. But yeah, guys, this is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps. Let me know in the comment below if you have any question. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye.